Hello and welcome back to Pioneer Map. This is episode 20, and in this episode we'll be doing a lot of grass cutting, mowing, making of silage. Well, when I say making of silage, taking the grass to the silage fermenter and making bales with the balance. We'll also be making some hay so that we can eventually feed the cows with that. We had the forester clear all the trees that were left on the farm, and that has made a huge grass field that needs cutting. Decided to buy a new mower with the money that we made from the trees, or at least with the money we've made from our cut from the trees. Decided to buy this 7.3 meter wide mower, which is one of my favorites. We'll get that back up to the farm and we'll get mowing without further ado. I will do one time lapse of the headland and then I'll put it onto another time lapse with the rest. Do the time lapse of the headland just to let you see how far or how big the field actually is. See you afterwards. Well, as you can see, a huge field. Wonder how many bales we'll get out of this lot. Have a guess and let me know what you think. We'll put this back onto another time lapse and see you afterwards. Well, that's the big map. Not the big map, the big mow done. Oh dear. In any event, we'll get this back to the shed. Just give it a quick wash on the way there. Just spray it down, spray all the grime off it, off the mower. We won't do the tractor just yet. Do that a bit later. Yeah, so I'm going to go down to the store and get a just lease a windrower. The idea is that I'm going to do 2 laps to start with the windrower of just the grass. The 1 lap we will put directly into the fermenter to make silage. Of course, next month is a good month for selling silage, so we'll sell some of it. Most of it won't be made up, but we'll sell what we already have in store, and whatever gets made overnight. So we'll try and at least get that all into the fermenter by the end of this working period. Right, here we go, just collecting the windrower. Got one of the biggest, well, I think it probably is the biggest windrower that we can get. That field is so big, got to try and be as efficient as possible. Right, we're back up here. We'll get this going. As I said, we'll do 2 laps. 1 lap will be for the fermenter, and then we'll do bales with the rest, and the rest of the field will be made into hay. We'll see you after this is done. First 2 laps of the windrowing done. Just get this folded up, park it next to the beef cattle, and then we'll pop on down to the store via the workshop to pick up a forage wagon. So we'll just pop this into the workshop quickly, get it serviced, because that wagon's going to carry quite a bit of weight. We'll have to be at the top of our game. Well, the tractor will have to be the top of its game. There we go. Serviced, all hunky-dory. Right, let's get down to the store and go and choose a forage wagon. So we know we're going to need something fairly big, so we'll go as big as we can with the capability of our tractor, which is about 250 horsepower. So I think that class should be that's about 220 horsepower. We're about to work with that one. Let's have a closer look at it quickly. 220, 44, we'll take 44,000 litres. Let's get that, and we'll get back to the hook it up. We'll get back to the burrow and start collecting the grass to put into the fermentation silo. As I said, we'll do the first lap. It's probably be 5 or 6 loads, so about 250,000 litres we'll put into the fermentation silo. Then the balance of the grass we'll make into bales and put into storage for the sheep, and the rest of the field we'll make into hay, which we'll put into storage for the cattle when they need to be fattened up for sale. and we'll see you after this time lapse. Right, well that's that done, and we're now into December, and of course December, as promised, we're going to sell the silage that we have. So we'll just continue loading this up, and then we'll take it down to the sale point, get it sold, and once we're finished, I'll let you know how much we've actually made. Let's get this going, and then we'll jump cut to the offloading of the last load. That's a runaway. Just about to unload here now. So we're already up to 161,000 from 112,000 starting. We've been getting just over 15,000 per load. So that's going to help as well. Help us with the little spending spree we're on with buying grass equipment. At least we'll have most probably about a third of all the grass equipment that we need. Cut down on leasing fees, because of course we've got the cattle to feed, we've got the sheep to field with, which we need grass fields for, and coming quite soon, and I'm in negotiations with somebody already to start a dairy herd as well. So that's all very exciting. Well, there we go. We made about 64,600 odd each. That's not too bad. It's not to be scoffed at. So let's just get this back to the borough. And I'm thinking we're going to call it Middlesborough, just because it's in the middle-ish and it's a borough. Right, so now we're going to pop down to the store and pick up a baler. Once again, we'll go with the biggest we can with the horsepower that we can use. Oh, sorry, we're not picking up a baler, we're getting ahead of ourselves now. We're picking up a tedder, because we're going to make hay first. With the centerpiece, we'll turn the grass, make it into hay, and then we'll windrow it, and then we'll get the baler. So excited to be doing some baling. Can't wait to get started. Can you tell? Oh yeah. Right, so let's get this back to to the burrow and we'll start turning the grass. We'll do this on a time lapse again, and we'll see you once that's done. See you then. Well, we're back again. Unfortunately, slight mishap. I didn't realize that the recording had stopped while I was doing the tedding or the turning of the grass. So I lost quite a bit there. Suffice to say that it was all done, and we're now going to windrow the hay so that we can get it all baled up and find a place to store it. We'll do that on a time lapse as well. Just get it going, and we'll see you as soon as that's done. Righty-ho, well, we've got that all done, the windrowing sorted. We'll head on back down to the stall, and finally we'll be able to go and lease a baler. Once again, we'll have to choose the baler that is suitable for our power requirements. Case looks good, like the Kun as well. I think we'll probably go for the Kun. Chrome is good as well, but I often use the Krona, so I think I'll use the Kun for a change. And we'll lease that, and then we'll get it up to the farm and we can start the baling. So hook it up, gleaming in the sunshine, red on red. It does look quite big for this little tractor, but we'll definitely manage it. Right, so we'll get this done on a time lapse, and we'll see you once we've got all the grass done. Right, that's the first lot of baling done. That's the grass done. First set of results are in. 21 bales of grass from that lap and or just less than a lap, should I say. That should be enough for the sheep at this point in time. We'll now get to doing the hay, and we'll let you know how many bales we get from that. Oh, just by the way, we've got about 240,000 litres from that lap and a bit of the grass that she put into the fermentation silo. We'll see you after this time lapse. Well, that's that. That's the baling done. We'll offload these last couple of bales, get the baler back down to the store, and I can reveal that we got 60 bales of hay off that field. Not to be scoffed at. Plenty of feed for the cattle once they get to reproduction age. Well, I think we're going to end that this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode, where we'll collect all these bales and get some place to store them, or find some place to store them. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.